Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Keeneland Racecourse here on Sunday. It is the 10th of April, 2022. Gonna look at the stakes races on the program from Keeneland, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kit 5 for more selections for race courses around the world, and I mean it around the world. Join me next week, Tuesday to be exact, for day one of the Craven meeting from Newmarket. It's one of the first big flat festivals of the year, and I hope you join me for those 3 days of racing for Newmarket, because you're going to see some great racing there, and we can make some money. So join me for that. But let's look at the stakes races on Sunday's program from Keeneland. Races 7 and 8. The seventh race, it is the Palisades Stakes. It's going for a purse of $200,000. Races for 3-year-olds here. We have a field of 8 horses going to the turf course. Hopefully a drier turf course than we've been seeing the last few days, because today, right now, I have Keeneland up on the screen along with everything else. It's a very soft and sloppy day, but and it was snowing there earlier. But they're going the distance of ground of 1,100 meters or 5.5 furlongs on the Keeneland turf course. 1,100 meters, 5.5 furlongs in the Palisades. My top selection, I'm going to go with the number 7 horse here, Twilight Gleaming. We'll go 7-2-5-8 in the superfecta. Top selection is 7 horse, Twilight Gleaming. 3 affiliated by National Defense. Wesley Ward trains. Ira Ortiz Jr. gets the leg up. This is going to be a single for me in the multi-race. Most recent out came the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf Sprint at Del Mar, 5 furlongs on the 5th of November, and the horse won by a half length. And on the front and all throughout, this horse held on to a very nice victory at 5.5 to 1. Coming here probably with a little give in the ground. It looks like this is going to be the fastest horse, and I think this horse could really go a long way. 2 back, the horse ran the 7th of August at Deauville. Soft ground, about 5 furlongs in the Groupe de Vallée d'Auge Stakes, and the horse won by neck and stalked that day, slowly moved her way up, and she got the job done on quite demanding ground. And then they ran her before that at Royal Ascot, 16th of June, 5 furlongs in the Queen Mary, where the horse finished second by 1/4 lengths there, and she just got caught by Quick Susie, who had the jump on this horse late. I would like to see Johnny just give this horse a little bit more speed early on, but he didn't. What can you do? But then her turf debut at Beaumont in May was quite impressive. 5 furlongs on the wider turf course in main special weight for 90K, winning by 7.5 lengths on the front and all throughout. Could have probably won by more. That was a very easy race. Keep in mind the second place finisher was the next start out winner, but this horse has been training well at Turfway and here at Keeneland on the turf course. I think she's going to go even money. Let's single her in the multis. But to recount my selection for the 7 from Keeneland, it is the Palisades. Let's take the 7 horse, Twilight Gleaming. 7-2-5-8 for me in the superfecta. The 8th race from Keeneland is the featured. It's the Beaumont Stakes. It's a grade 3 event going for a purse of $400,000. Races for 3-year-old fillies. 7 horses are going to the main track. The distance of ground of about 1,400 meters, or the distance of ground here of about 7 furlongs on the Keeneland main track. About 1,400 meters, about 7 furlongs, or I think it's 7 furlongs and 184 feet if you want to go by that. But my top selection, I'm going to go with the number 7 horse, Maitreya. We'll go 7-2-1-6 in the superfecta. 7-2-1-6 super. Top selection, 7 horse, Maitreya. 3-0 affiliated by Pioneer of the Nile. Brad Cox trains. Flavian Pratt gets them out. The horse's most recent ad came the 26th of February at the fairgrounds. 6 furlongs, allowance race 53,000 non-2L, and the horse won by 5 3/4 lengths. Going back to sprinting was the key for this horse. This horse basically walked on the front end, quickened up nicely, earning a 91 buyer, 108-4 for 3/4 at the fairgrounds. Quite impressive. An all-around good race. Coming here to 7 furlongs, where the horse probably doesn't need the lead, probably could get a good stalking trip. I think this horse could really run a good race here today. 2 back, they tried the horse routing again at Oaklawn. 1 mile last race, 120,000 on New Year's Eve, where the horse finished second by 8.5 lengths behind Secret Oath. Secret Oath took off clear. This horse just wasn't catching her. Also, I just don't think she's a router of a 2-turn, 1 mile kind of horse. And then prior to that, at Churchill, 6.5 furlongs in the Ferns Creek. The horse finished second by a length. Marissa's Lady really put on a show that day. This horse was closing up well, but just needed that something extra there. Maybe if they ran a little bit quicker to that 3/4, she would have got there. And then before then, the Alcibiades as a 2-year-old here at Keeneland going mile 16th. She finished 5th by 5 3/4 lengths there and just really couldn't get into it. She got beat by classier horses. Also, like I said many times, she's just not a router. I think she's an elongated sprinter, which she's going to get today with a good poster up. 2-1 you have to watch out for. Watch out for the 2 Radio Days. Most recently in the Busher, she finished 4th by 11 1/4 lengths there, and she just really couldn't get there late. Before that, had a decent place in the forward Gallic Gulfstream, and then broke the main, and then before that, early December at Aqueduct going a mile. She won by 8 3/4 lengths after a horrible beginning. She had enough speed to win there. She's another horse you have to watch out for. 3-1. I think she could get the job done. And the one horse, Lady Scarlet, she's stepping up in major class since being claimed from the Cox barn to the Maker barn, and she's been getting better with every single race. Watch out for her if the speed holds up. But to recount my selection for the 8th from Keeneland, it is the Beaumont, the Grade 3 Beaumont. Let's take the 7-horse Maitreya. Give kudos to the 2-horse Radio Days and the 1-horse Lady Scarlet. 7-2-1-6 Super, 7-2-1 in the multi race. So good luck to all. Please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck, everybody.